Hello, hello, my green skins. And I'm taking another sip of my weird concoction. One second. All right, so I finished this series. I'm sorry about the short videos. I do and don't like doing this with this one. I was going to sit down and actually do a real review of this show after watching it, but I thought to myself, well, I've come this far, and why not go a little farther? So I'm just going to do another short review because this fast pace, so I can move on to the next thing, which is going to probably be Barbarian Month. But we'll see. Next, let's talk about this show. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck, Cartoon Network? What the fuck, WB? We get Craptacular Supergirl for the and we get Batwoman and we get Batgirl, but we don't get this show, Beware the Batman, which is a freaking amazing cartoon. This deserved a relaunch. Not that other crap. This deserved it. Like holy shit, was this well done. And I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for those who suggested in the poll I put out. Look up those polls. I'm constantly I want that engagement, because the algorithm I want YouTube Senpai to notice me. So when I put out the polls, please jump on and see what you want. Because, I think this surprised me. And thank you so much, guys. I do appreciate that. Because this was enough that I was doing this 5 episodes a piece. And I was going to see how I feel as I watched the show all the way through. Now, I'm angry at myself a little bit because this show had a great storyline. It's dark. It has its moments where it's very dark. And it has very interesting moments where you're just like, wow, this is impressively a good story. They did a great job. You have introduction to Deathstroke, which is so well done. It's kind of interesting. Introduction to... You get to see Anarchy in all his glory. We never get to see Anarchy in anything. And this one puts Anarchy on next level. Like, I was impressed at this character. Although I don't like the character as a whole because of chaos and... how can you be a forward thinker and have... How can you make plans when you have chaos? It's serialized really well done. You have characters like the Man-Bat and Metamorpho that are also really well done. A lot of this was so well done. I am so angry that this show was kind of killed like it was. This deserved at least another season. I'm happy we got 26 episodes, but this deserved... I would say the Batman doesn't get as much love as this, oh, wow. I'm angry because in the back of my brain, I'm thinking to myself, holy shit, did they do such a good job? My only problem is with this show, it's the CG. I really don't like the CG. The CG kind of turns me off a little bit because everything looks very plasticky. But this show, you have some of the fun villains you never got to see before in a long time. We never got to see Silver Monkey. You never get to see characters like Pigman and Mr. Toad. You never get to see, Anarchy. You never get to see... Humpty Dumpty was intimidating and scary in this show. Humpty Dumpty, for fuck's sakes. They made Humpty Dumpty kind of scary. And I like how they portrayed Humpty Dumpty in this. I like everything about this show. Mockingbird was actually quite fun for a character. I actually kind of shiny. They did a good job. This was really well done. When they finally introduced Killer Croc, they make him intelligent. Killer Croc is not a moron. He's actually smart. You get detectives. You get a good detective story arc going on with this character. He actually does detecting. My downside is the whole Oracle thing was kind of a little, bringing Barbara Gordon in, okay. This is right around the time where Robin Haight was at its top peak, so I can understand that. But I'm thinking to myself, damn. I mean, I even didn't mind Oracle. I hated the way the characters, like I said, if it wasn't for the plasticky look, if they had done this in TA and like original like Batman style or a little more anime style, like the Batman, I think this would have been a better show. I think everything they did was so well done. It's shocking. Like it shocks me. It surprises me. Like I almost want to put up that little thing of from Robin Hood, shocking, because I'm surprised. I am super surprised. I absolutely love this. Is a must watch. If you haven't seen Beware the Batman, watch Beware the Batman. It's really quite good. I would actually say after watching Cape Crusader, because I watched Cape Crusader before I started this one, and I figured, you know what, I have to give this show some love. People have been like telling me to give this show a little love. And I've been like, well, this has always been my bottom of the barrel. This is up there number frickin' 4 for fuck's sakes. This is on a 4 spot with Batman Brave and the Bold. And I would even go as far as saying Brave and the Bold is one of those ones that moves around on me. Like sometimes I want to put it up there with the Batman. This one is like a number 4 spot. Brave and the Bold's number 5. The thing about Brave and the Bold is I love Brave and the Bold for its campiness. It's that old school campy style of Batman, which is actually quite fun to watch. But it's something I would watch in a background. It's very similar to Dragon Ball Z. I'm sorry, Dragon Ball Z fans. Let's be honest. The best way to watch Dragon Ball Z is when you're eating a sandwich or working out. Well, no, Baki is your best way. If you want a good workout, watch Baki. That show will make you want to work out more. Just don't watch Elfen Lied when you're working out. That doesn't work too well. And you're going to get some fucking looks at the gym. No, I'm impressed. I am absolutely impressed. They did such a good job, and I think this show really got crapped on by Cartoon Network, got crapped on by other things. And like I said, I never did get to see this show. This show was one of those shows I had to watch after the fact. It wasn't one of those shows I got to watch before everything. It was one of those shows I had to watch, like, I watched 2 episodes. A month later, I watched 2 more episodes because they kept moving it. Excuse me. And I really hated that because they moved this show around. This show deserved a lot more love than it got. It was well done. I feel that this is going to be a cult classic Batman in the future. I think this is going to be up there with how some people talk about some other CG shows like how Reboot is talked about now. Because Reboot is talked about now as a cult classic. And I think Reboot was so interesting because it was not a great show. But it was innovative. And I think it's one of those cult classics out there. And I really do suggest, if you want to watch a good show, watch this show. I'd like to thank everybody for listening to the insane rantings of a guy watching awesome stuff and tell you guys to watch awesome stuff. Because I think that's my goal in life. I want people to watch awesome stuff. So what's next? What's next for me is I'm going to probably do a Mel Brooks verse battle. I'm going to do Mel Brooks versus Monty Python. So, Men in Tights versus Life of Brian. And I'm thinking Spaceballs versus Holy Grail. That's what I think I'm going to do. I'm also planning on doing Barbarian Month. I'm thinking this month, and then next month is going to be the Monty Python and the Holy Mel Brooks versus battle. And see who wins that fight. Which which movies were the best out of those? I'd like to thank everybody who's been listening into my rantings. I hope you guys enjoy. Like, sub, subscribe. We need to get those numbers up, guys. Come on. Let's see that number move. And I will see you next time on Orc War Chief Reviews. Have yourselves a very, very good day.